So I want to start off today's video by apologizing for not getting a video out to you yesterday. I was working all day and I planned to do one afterwards, but by the time I did it was 2 in the morning, so I didn't get around to it. So to make up for it, today we're going to be doing 2 videos. Also, I want to apologize for the clickbaity headline on this one, but it's something that I wanted to make sure that I drew people's attention in with, and unfortunately clickbait titles and headlines really do work. We're not going to be talking about SEO or internet marketing or anything like that today. Today we're going to be talking about a concept that I've used to help motivate me and keep me moving forward in my business and my life for quite some time now, and it's something I'm going to write a book on eventually, but I wanted to give you guys, I guess I just wanted to share it with you a little bit. Hopefully it'll help some of you. If not, then I apologize. We'll be back to regular SEO and that sort of thing in the next video. But having said all that, let's jump right into it and get started.
So you want to be a rock superstar and live large, big house, 5 cars, you're in charge.
Okay, so the concept I'm going to be talking about today is a way that I continue to push myself forward when things are going good or when they're not going so great. And that is let me backstory this a little bit. First, there's a really famous Batman graphic novel / comic book called The Killing Joke. And in it, the concept behind it is the Joker and Batman have a discussion where he says that they're both alike and that everyone else is like them, that they just haven't been motivated to do it, that it only takes one bad day for someone to become like Batman or the Joker. Batman, of course, disagrees and thinks that some people, unlike the two of them, are purely good. So the Joker kidnaps Commissioner Gordon and psychologically tortures him, trying to break him to prove that everybody is bad. It just takes one bad day to drive them there. Now, I won't give away the ending for those of you that haven't read it because it's also not totally relevant. But the concept really appeals to me. And the way I started applying it in my life was, I remember one day I saw, and this isn't a political statement of any kind, so just try to keep that in mind, but I was approached by a homeless guy who looked to really be down on his luck and just in a bad situation. And, he asked me for some money and I helped him out. And I had to think about it afterwards. It really bothered me. I mean, you see homeless people all the time, or people just, down on their luck or in bad situations or whatever. And unfortunately, after a few minutes, you don't really think about it any further. But for whatever reason, this particular one, I don't know, it weighed on me a few days. And I got to thinking about it, and I realized that even though I was doing pretty well at the time, that I'm really just one bad day away from being where he is. Now, that maybe sounds a little dramatic or whatever, but it's true, right? Like, nothing is given to us, nothing is guaranteed. We're always just a few things away from being in a bad situation that we don't know how to get out of or can't help or need help or whatever it may be. So, and I had to think about it that's kind of how I've been pushing without realizing, putting it into words before that's how I always moved myself forward, was realizing that it could always be worse and there's always a good chance it will get worse. So I need to keep building and pushing forward and improving myself and my life and my business and whatever it may be, to make sure that that bad day that it's going to take is going to have to be much, much worse. So, for example, at that time, I was in a job. It was a decent job, but that was pretty much it. Like, I could have easily gotten fired from that job, maybe, and then I'd have no income, and maybe I wouldn't be able to get a new job, and I'd either have to move in with family, or suppose that family then moved away, or, God forbid something happened to them and I didn't have them, and I'd have nothing. And it would easily go from all that could easily happen in one day. Maybe not easily, but all that could happen in one day. So, and then as I started to build more in my life and I got more success, at least in the way that Western culture does define success, I had, more money coming in from different sources, different people in my life. But there again, all my customers could go away, all my sites could get shut down or taken away, all my assets could get frozen in my PayPal or in my bank account. Again, I could lose my friends and family that are around me. And again, that all could happen in one bad day, and that could change everything. So the way I use this to motivate myself, and hopefully you'll find something valuable out of this. If not, that's fine, but I just wanted to share it anyway, is that My goal, and maybe your goal should be too, is to make how bad of a day it takes to keep you from being that down on their luck without anything person. You need to work as hard as you can to make it to where that day has to be worse and worse in order for you to end up in that position. So the more people you can add in your life, and by people I don't mean like quantity, I mean the more people that you can count on that you can add to your life, the better. The more ways you can protect yourself both physically, emotionally, and financially, the better. The more things that you want to make it to where there has to be as many things to go wrong in one day to keep you from being that destitute, down on their luck person. And again, I'm not judging anyone that's in a bad situation. Those can always be turned around. But you want to make it as hard as possible for you to be in that situation. But also remember that no matter how good things are for you, you're always just one bad day away from being that person, of being out like that and having to work harder to get back to a place of a higher quality of life. So I don't know. I'm not big on like mindset training or anything like that, but this is something that's been super valuable to me in my life. And it's something, like I said, I'm going to maybe write a book on and turn it into like a thing someday. So I wanted to go ahead and get it out there. Hopefully it helps some of you. If not, I apologize. Like I said, we'll get back to our regular videos for the rest of the week, but I thought this was valuable. It's something that's important to me. So hopefully you enjoyed it. If you like videos like this or videos about SEO and internet marketing and training and things like that, do me a favor and click the subscribe button below this video and then click the notification bell so you'll get notified every single day when videos are uploaded. I really appreciate you taking the time to listen to this today. This is something that's really, really meaningful to me. So hopefully you got some value out of it. And that's all I got for you for this video. I'll have another one later on today. Thanks a lot for listening. Take care, and we'll see you later.